welcome back to Hangar 51. What's up there, Shadow Ops? Good to see you, buddy. Trying to adjust my camera here. One moment, please. Technical difficulties. Please stand by. Let's see how that looks. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. No wonder it ain't working. Well, let's try that. That looks pretty good. All right. So who's all here? Hey, I see a cheeseburger. That's funny. All right. So, what's up? Happy Friday to you too. Scott, good to see you. Yeah, yeah, I butt dialed YouTube. Yeah, it's on now, Christy. Yeah, I kind of screwed up the premiere. I set it up and it sent it out, and then I didn't see it in my feed, and I'm like, well, why didn't it go? So then I kept making changes to it, trying to get it to go, and then I realized that it's not in my notifications because I didn't subscribe to my own channel, so my bad. Roy, what's up? JCB, Matt, what's up? Roach Coach, good to see you guys. So I'm just doing a quickie before Dave goes live tonight. So, Alan, good to see you, buddy. So Tower Hobbies had one of their big flash sales, you know, 1 day only, or one of their 4-hour only. I love how they do those. Like, all of us are sitting home with nothing to do but watch our emails for a instant sale at Tower Hobbies. Victor, what's up? So anyway, for you guys that aren't Surface guys, didn't do Surface, don't know Tamiya, it was one of the first companies to build a quality RC car. And then everybody, you know, like a Team Associate, Low-C, jumped on the bandwagon and really took it to the next level. But back in the day, these were the Tamiya brand was, I don't know if it was the only thing you could get, but it was one of the better ones you could get, and they were very affordable back then. This is about early 80s, I think. So they had the original Wild Willy. This is the second generation one. First one was slightly bigger, but the same presence. It's just does wheelies. If you haven't watched it, go watch a video of this silly thing, and you'll just be laughing your ass off the entire time because it's hilarious. All it does is wheelies. It just, you know, it'll wheelie all the way across the parking lot without even trying. As a matter of fact, you have to try hard if you want to keep all four wheels on the ground. Because if you're accelerating it even a little bit hard, it's a wheelie. You know, it's designed that way. And so Tower had one of their big sales. You know, I think it was a 1-day sale, 20 to 25% off. I've been wanting this thing for a long time. And, you know, it was like, I think I got like 40 some bucks off on it. So it brought it from 191 down to 160, I think, or 158, something like that. I don't know. But it was, you know, it was more than 40 bucks off. So I'm like, yeah, well, screw it. I'm going to buy it. So I did. And then I bought this one too. Same deal. Um, the This one was a little cheaper. This is a 10th scale Audi Quattro, all-wheel drive, kind of a rally car. So you could drive this in the grass or on the pavement, dirt, wherever. It's got a suspension in it that'll allow you to take it off-roading. It's not a monster truck. It's not a crawler. It doesn't have that kind of ground clearance, but it'll handle dirt roads and grass and stuff like that. So I bought this one too. Again, 25% off. So I got the two of them. I used some points to, I think it was 251 for the two of them. So it's like $125 a piece is what I ended up paying for these. And that was a good deal. To get them that cheap was okay with me. I was willing to pay that to get these two. So that's what I did. So we're gonna unbox the Wild Willy so you guys can see that have never had this stuff. Exactly what you get. Oh, and by the way, so this, I haven't opened either one of these, but I did watch a video on this one. The body for this car is exactly the size of the box. So all the parts are in the box, and then they put the clear Lexan body in the box, and it's the entire box. It sits down over all the parts, all the tires and all the bits. You sent me a message, Wild Bill? What? Listen, it's my fault. I screwed it up, so no big deal. If I gotta, hey dummy, you're not live or whatever, I understand. My bad. So don't worry about it. So it's a pretty big car. It's a 10th scale. This is pretty good size. You got to paint the body. They give you the mask to mask off the windows. For you guys that don't know these clear Lexan bodies, you paint them from the inside. It comes with all the decals to make it look exactly like the box lid. Yeah, I always admired this car. This car was so good back in the day that it won so many races that they outlawed it. They weren't allowed to run any. Audi wasn't allowed to run anymore because nothing could compete with it back in the day. So they told them you can't run it anymore. So all right, so let's open this thing so I can show you what you get in this thing. You picked the wrong string to join. Yeah. So my Premiere didn't work right at all. All my fault. I screwed it all up. I set it and then I changed it because I didn't see it, and then I changed it again, and then I changed the title, and I just gave up. I finally figured out what was the problem, and I just decided whatever's up there, just I'm gonna go with it because I don't know anymore. I screwed it up so bad. I don't even know what's up there. So, but you guys made it here, so obviously you figured it out. So wasn't horrible bad anyway. So all right, so the driver in this thing's kind of a rat-fink looking thing. For you guys that know rat-fink, that's what this driver kind of looks like. All right, so here's how it comes in the box here. So it's all in pieces, all right? It's not like the Arma. Listen, this is definitely not. If you want to get into RC surface, and you want a beginner RC surface, this isn't it. Let me put this lid back on for a second. It's not that great of a deal money-wise, and you have to build it. I'm going to show you that in a second here. But this Arma comes in the box just like this. All right, you just literally it's exactly like this. You just open the box and lift it out. Body's on it, batteries in it. You just plug it in and go. It comes ready to run. Get a transmitter, which is right here. You get everything in the box, and it's like $85 when it's on sale, and you get it all. You know, radio, batteries for the radio, battery for the truck. I think it comes with a slow charger even. You know, one of those plug in the wall, takes 2 hours to charge the battery kind of deal. But I mean, at least you get that. And so for this kind of money, this is awesome. It's not real super fast, but yeah, okay. I'll keep that in mind, Shadow. So this is a great, if you want a starter surface vehicle, this is the one here. You know, it's always regular prices. I think it's $99. It's under $100. Ready to run. You get everything in the box you need to run it. And like I said, it's pretty fast. It's not real fast, and it's not going to be super durable. So if you start crashing it into stuff or trying to jump over a chain link fence like Pilot Ryan does, it ain't going to survive. But if you just want something to run around with, it's perfect. It does great. So I bought 2 of them actually at price. One 2 years ago and one last year. At Christmas time they had it on sale. They did it 2 years in a row. So I bought another one the second year because I thought, at this price, man, you just can't beat it. So here's what you get. All right, so here's the body. And here's some more of the body parts. And you do need to paint some of this stuff if you want to really detail it out. They got the spare tire on the back. Obviously, you're going to paint that like a white, maybe a tan. There's a fuel can here. Military fuel can. So you might want to paint that red, or you might leave it the olive drab green. There's inner fenders and stuff here. Big balloon tires. So you get 4 of those, and I think all 4 are the same size. Yeah. So you get your big balloony tires. Now you used to have to build everything, but now they at least build the motor transfer case is built for you. So you don't have to mess with this. Now, I did see online a lot of guys are taking this apart and put bearings in it. And that's not a bad idea, honestly. If you're going to run it a lot, the bronze bushings that are in here are going to start wearing. So, if you plan on really running it a lot, maybe buy the bearing kit for it. Wouldn't be a bad idea. But it's ready to install. The motor's mounted. It's a brushed motor. This is probably the speed control for the motor, I'm betting. Oh no, this is a bunch of bits. Okay, so here's some more of the bits. So we got springs for the shocks, and body clips, and some other screws and stuff. And then here's some more springs. This is probably the front. And the bags are marked. Okay, so this is bag C. So the instructions are going to tell you. All right, Shadow. We'll see you in Dave's show. I'll be off by then. That's why I went at 8, because I don't want to get in Dave's show. So I'll easily be done by 4 then. So that's bag C. This is bag B. Here's bag D. And the instructions tell you which bag you need to do what. So here's A. So you get all the little bits. It comes with a wrench, and an Allen wrench. There's a 4-way wrench in here. You probably won't be able to see it because it's in the bag there. But there's a little 4-way, like a lug wrench. And it fits everything you need to put this together. That wrench will fit everything. I don't know if they give you a screwdriver anymore. I think they used to. So did FMS on the airplanes, but I don't think they're doing it anymore. I don't think these are either, but let me look real quick. Yeah, I don't see a screwdriver anymore, but they still give you the wrench. Now, it says in the description that it comes with a mechanical speed control, but it doesn't. It's actually got an electronic speed control. So that's good. So yeah, you're ready to run with all of that. So you have to supply your own steering servo for the wheels and your receiver, and that's all you need to supply. Everything else is in the box, and a battery. It doesn't come with a battery either. So this is normally $191, and it doesn't come with radio, servos, or the battery to power the car. And it's almost $200. And this thing comes ready to run out of the box, all assembled, radio and all, for less than $100. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. That's a great deal. So here's all the plastic bits for building the car. Now here's the driver. He's all white, so you're gonna have to. So Air Marshal, look what I got. You're gonna love this, huh? You're an old Tamiya guy. You get all of this. So. No, I haven't been streaming all day, Dave. I just went live about 20 minutes ago. So Dave will appreciate this because he's a Tamiya guy. He used to do this too. So here are a couple of the chassis pieces here. And then you have all these bags of bits, plastic bits. This is the front bumper, control arms for the suspension, and it's all plastic, guys. Here are the steering hubs for the front end, you know, and more bits. Here's some servo pieces here. It comes with a servo saver, and they give you all the bits here and several different choices, so it should fit most of the servos that are out there today. And it's a real simple design. The piece that mounts to the splines on the servo has a little, like, I don't know what I'd call it, a nub sticking up, and then the arm that goes to the wheels has a nub on it, and you line the two nubs up, and there's a half ring plastic ring. And what the ring does is it holds the two nubs on top of each other together. And as the wheels turn, you know, against the servo, the ring opens and closes. And that's your servo saver. So it allows for, you know, some give so you don't strip the servo out. And you know, it comes in the kit. So it's part of the kit. And here's some more bits. There's a lot of bits here, guys. This thing has got a lot of stuff to put together. This is a long project. This isn't something you're going to build in an hour. You know, there's a lot of little pieces here to put together. Even suspension arms, you have to take the inner arm and the outer arm and put them together and then screw them together. And you know, there's a lot going on here. So here's a roll bar. It's got a metal bent rod in it with plastic cladding on it to give it that, you know, like it's got the cushion on it. Yeah, I got it so I could... No, there's no glue. You don't have to glue anything. It's all screwed together. But thanks for the thought, Mike. Yeah, no glue. It's all plastic, but it's all screws. You screw it all together. There's no gluing. So yeah, so you get all of these bags of bits, okay, and there's a lot, especially this one. I mean, there's two separate trees in this bag, just full of little pieces that you have to, pop off the tree and take your X-Acto knife and trim off the little nub of plastic that left on it if you want to make it really nice and clean and stuff. And then, so all of that, decal sheet here, so you can decal it up after you're done building it and painting it. Here's the instruction book. It's got a really nice instruction book in it, guys. It's real English. They do a really good job on these. And well, it's actually Chinese and English together. But they've got very detailed graphic drawings of how it goes together, what to do, where the screws go, what size screws to use. It's really a well done. And then in the back here, it shows you exactly, so there's no confusion. It lists all of the bags and what's in them and exactly what size each piece is. And these are all the stuff listed here, the screws and everything, are real size. So you can literally take the screw out of the bag and match it up on here to make sure you got the right screw. So it's a back at, like, and the funny thing is, this is hilarious. They're still giving you the whip antenna for what we used to call the long wire radios, the old 72 or 75 megahertz radios. So you get the whip antenna to run your antenna wire up. Of course, you're not going to use that because we're all 2.4 gigahertz now. But if you happen to have an old legacy radio laying around that you want to throw in this, you could go all the way. So Greasy Palms, the Devil's Workshop. Yeah, welcome to the... No, it's Spencer calls it, and Spencer Keith calls this the shit show. So, welcome to the shit show. So, so a kit airplane is all this kind of stuff, where you get die-cut pieces of wood that you have to pop out of the, like, here's a rib for the wing right here. So you pop that out, and then there's a square hole in the middle here. You got to pop that out so that you can run the spar down the middle. But it's all pre-cut, and everything's labeled what it is. There's a number on there, and they tell you where, when you're building an airplane model, the plans, and they're plans, not instructions. You have to set all this stuff on the plans, pin it down, glue it together, and but it's all pre-cut, and they come on sheets like this, and you have to pop them out of the sheets. So that's your kit airplane. Okay, and then similar is our kit car, where you have to actually build this thing. It doesn't come any assembly other than the transmission came assembled. Everything's in little bags, and the bags are marked, and you have to just put it all together. It's thanks, Christy. I love you too. So let's see if I missed anything. I think no, those two go in there. So well, I think they do. Why is this not fitting in there now? So I was just kind of excited to get this, guys. Like I said, I've been wanting this for a long time, but I didn't want to spend $200 on it. You know, I'll be honest with you. I know I'm not going to play with it that much. And Alan, thank you, sir. You are the man. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Thank you. I knew I wouldn't play with it that much that I wanted to spend $200 on it, but $125 I was okay with. That I felt comfortable spending $125 to get this thing. I know I'm going to get so many laughs out of it just running it around, because it's you just can't help yourself. You're going to just crack yourself up watching this thing do wheelies, just because that's all it does. It's just a wheelie machine, and it just makes you laugh. You can't help it. You're just cracking yourself up. So so I thought that was worth the $125. So I went ahead and got it. It's, you know, I keep looking at those one-day sales when Tower does them and looking for something that I may actually want. And this time they had actually two things that I wanted. I couldn't believe it. You know, between the Quattro car, which I haven't, I'll show that to Dave in a minute because he didn't see that. And the Willy, I was, you know, like, damn, you know, I gotta buy these. This is too cool. So Dave, I got a second one too that you didn't get to see. I got the Audi Quattro rally car. Same thing, you know, the kit's going to be very similar. The only difference here is this body is clear, Lexan, not the hard plastic olive drab green. This is just clear, and you paint it whatever color you want to make it. And I'll probably make it white just to keep with the look of the factory car, because that's the way they raced it, just like that. Yeah, I agree, Marshall. I knew you were. I'm glad you're here because I knew you were going to love this. Dave and I have talked about this over the years, and you know, we were both into this RC car stuff back in the day. When he saw my trailer at, I think it was last year at the Boozer show, and he saw all the old RC car parts hanging on the wall, it brought back memories. So he just sat there and goes, "Oh wow, I remember those and all that," and he just kept looking at all the parts I had hanging on the walls. And I've got a whole box that I took off the wall and boxed up of Tamiya parts. I got a ton of Tamiya parts for all the different Tamiya cars that people were running back in the day. The Blackfoot, Lunchbox, Frog, Hornet, Grasshopper, all those cars were, I had all the standard parts that people would break all the time hanging on the wall. So when they came in, you know, hey, do you have one of these? Hey, I do have one of those. You know, most of the time I had what they needed. And, you know, for the back in the day when this stuff came out, it was a lot of fun. We had a good time with this. But, you know, this hobby's come a long way, guys. Clodbuster, yeah, that was another one. Jermaine, what's up? Good to see you, buddy. FARMERMAN, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I wasn't stomping on your show, buddy. I just tried to put a premiere up, and it didn't go right. But I wasn't live. I didn't go live till 8. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, you know. Do I have a speed control for a frog? Probably, honestly. I have a frog, a whole frog somewhere here. Yeah, that held the old mechanical wiper arm speed control, didn't it? The big resistor with the copper wiper arm over it. Yeah, yeah. Marshall said it. Yeah, the old rheostat one. Yeah, I probably do have one. I know I have one for the RC10 because Air Marshal saw it hanging on the wall in the trailer. So yeah, um, I think I got it all back. Hey, I put it all back in the box. Hi, welcome to Jeff Customs. Tonight we're going to do an unboxing, reboxing, just for you. Yes, yeah. Dave says he saw it in my trailer. Yeah, so I do have all that old stuff, guys. I mean, I don't throw nothing away. That's my problem. You know. My name's Kenny. I have an RC problem. I'll check it. I'll check it, Owen. I don't have my phone out here, and I don't have access to Facebook right now, but I'll check it. So my trailer that I did the video on, where I built the rack in there to put all the airplanes and everything. If you saw the parts hanging on the walls, it was pegboard that was in my hobby shop. And when I finally closed the hobby shop, I just unscrewed the pegboard off the wall, put it in and went right in the trailer with it, and plugged and just screwed it right back on the wall, with all the parts still hanging on it. That's how I emptied the hobby shop. Is I didn't want to take it all down and box it up, so and then when I ran out of room to put stuff in the trailer, I started boxing what was left over up. So yeah, I didn't put the Tamiya stuff out. So I had to box that up to empty the hobby shop. But all that stuff hanging on the walls that you can see in my test pull with the camera running in the back of the trailer, and you see it all flopping around. That's what it all is: RC10, Low C, Schumacher, Custom Works, Superior Racing Products, um, you know, Bowlink, all the different, Proline tires, all the stuff that you would use and break in these cars back in the day is what's hanging on the walls. And I don't have any current new stuff, but a lot of the old stuff is still usable. Um, Screws and stuff rarely changed. So if you need a bag of screws, sometimes the bearings are still usable. Um, So the cool thing about the rheostat, see, I ran the rheostat for a long time, and I'll tell you why. Because all the electronic speed controls in the beginning, the high dollar ones, Tekin, Novak, all those brands, didn't have reverse. And that stupid wiper arm rheostat did. You had a proportional forward, but it was just full throttle reverse. But at least if you got it stuck up against a tree or a fence or something, you could back it away, a foot or two, whatever, to get off the fence, turn it around where you didn't have to go chase it down. And I really liked that. And then Futaba came out with an electronic speed control that had reverse. So I immediately went to that, even though everybody told me, well, it won't be competitive with the Novak or the, if you don't have a Novak or a Tekin or whatever. And I said, well, we'll see. And I was very competitive. Everybody thought there was a lot of resistance in it. I don't think so. I won many races with it. But it had reverse, and I loved that. because, I like to have fun with this stuff. I'm not a guy that, when I was racing back in the day, I don't just take the car out on race day, race it, and then put it away for a week or 2 weeks. My guys would come over to the shop, and we'd be out there till 3 in the morning. So I'm used to this late night stuff, guys. That's what we always did. And, the hobby shop was open all night, and we'd be out in the parking lot running our cars around, playing soccer. We'd get a soccer ball out there and start, pushing the soccer ball around or something. I mean, we were always doing something, mostly with the cars. Sometimes we, just like my show, we get off track, but mostly RC car. One night we made a potato launcher, the old potato gun, and we were firing a tennis ball at the building with a baseball bat, trying to hit the ball, and then, of course, we had to light the ball on fire. So now we're trying to hit a lit ball, and, so, it just gets out of hand, guys. We're having too much fun. And we don't drink. Can you imagine? How bad would it have been if all of us were drinking? None of the guys drank. Me or any of the guys. We were up there all night till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, racing our RC cars around the parking lot, playing soccer with the cars, whatever, and then firing a flaming tennis ball out of a, spud gun we made out of, soup cans. So... So yeah, back in the day, So anyway, that's what I wanted to show you guys tonight. I thought you'd be interested just to see how we used to have to enjoy this hobby and how different it is today. And like I say, this hobby, in reality, this hobby has gotten a lot cheaper. Okay, a lot cheaper. I mean, this car, the original Wild Willy, I think was a couple $100 back in the 80s. Okay. Now, if you want the first gen Wild Willy, there's one on eBay right now, used, $700. There's another one they're bidding it, and it's, I think, up to $480. So, and that's, like I said, it's just a kit. No radio equipment. You got to provide your own servo and your own battery pack to run, to run the car. And you can buy this already assembled Arma, with the radio, battery, everything. Everything you need's in the box to go out and have fun with this immediately. I mean, literally, you can take it out of the box, plug in the battery, turn it on, take the 2 batteries, put them in the transmitter, and run it. There's already enough charge of the battery to run it for 10-15 minutes. Right out of the box, literally. Just take it out of the box and run it. Nothing to assemble. And this thing was $85. So it's just amazing how much cheaper the hobby is today than it was. And I know we're all complaining about price increases and stuff. And I'm one of the biggest complainers. I admit that, but I just I know what it's costing them to make the stuff, and it's just ridiculous that they're just using supply and demand to set prices. And as long as we keep paying the higher prices, they're going to keep making it higher. When you finally put your foot down and say no more, yeah, Mickey. So then that's just it. There was Disney. When I worked at Disney, they sent out a flyer to all of the annual pass holders. It was a survey, and they asked everybody, how was the quality? How have your, what do you like? What do you don't like? What would you like to see changed? And then one of the questions was, would you be willing to pay more for your annual pass? And about 90% of the people said, yes, I would pay more for my annual. So they raised the price. Gee, duh. So, and then everybody complain that they raised the price. Well, damn it, they asked you what you thought, and you said, yeah, I'd pay more. So you're paying more. You know. So, yeah, it's just a shame that everybody has to go for the maximum dollar they can get instead of just selling it at a fair price and making it affordable for everybody. And Disney is the biggest. You know, they certainly don't need to charge the kind of money they charge to go in those parks and charge you for parking on top of it. But people keep paying it. So as long as they keep paying it, they're going to keep raising it. So that's why I don't buy, I don't subscribe to it. I don't buy these expensive planes. I don't, I wait for them to go on sale, or they lower the price, or I don't buy it. I buy something else. Plenty of different stuff out there. I can find something I can enjoy flying, so that's what I do. So well, yeah, that's true, Air Marshal. Like, especially on these Tamiya things. Yeah, they're either priced close to what they were back then, or they've gone down a little bit. Whereas a lot of other stuff, it keeps going up in price. The airplanes, for instance. But they started off very reasonably priced, and then because we're willing to pay more, And if you guys keep subscribing to that, listen, you can send a message to Motion and Horizon and Banana and everybody by not buying the price. When they come out with a new plane or whatever and it's priced too high, don't buy it. They'll get the picture. FMS got the picture about 4 or 5 years ago. They hiked all their prices up, about where they just hiked them again now. And their sales tanked bad. And they only did that for about 3 months, and they had to lower all their prices back down to either where they were or lower to get the market back, because everybody stopped buying their product. It was too expensive, so nobody bought it. And so and it was across the line. There were 3 airplanes the higher price they kept was their 3 1700 size airplanes: the Mustang, the P-47, and the Corsair. They left those prices high because there was no competition then for that size airplane. So they could pretty much ask what they want, and you either pay it or you don't. But the rest of the entire line, they had raised, and then they had lowered it back down because it wasn't selling. And they pretty much did that again right now, because if you go to FMS's website, the prices are a lot higher than what Horizon just raised them to. A lot higher. So either Horizon decided those prices, we're not going to sell anything at those prices, or FMS reconsidered. I don't, maybe they ran a test bed somewhere already and found out that they're not going to sell anything at those prices. So I'm not sure what happened, but I can tell you that the prices were nowhere near as high as they were projecting them to be. So that's a good thing, but they're still, they still raised the prices. So what did Pickle say? Yeah, right, Pickle. Why don't you tell the truth for a change, you lying sack of shit? So I do a lot of work on Pickle's stuff for him to help set up his radio and everything, and all I ask for is a 4 for 4 from Wendy's. $4, I could order the big dollar combo that's $9, but no, what do I order? The 4 for 4, because I'm fine with that. So don't let him kid you. That's a bunch of bullshit. I order the 4 for 4 whether it's my money or your money. I still order the 4 for 4. Do a trim for him too. That's funny, GB. Bam. right, guys. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, real quick before we go, because I'm gonna get off here so we can all get in Dave's show. Yeah, kill Kenny the Hamburglar. From behind. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. You know, I know it's not airplane related, but I just wanted to. I was kind of excited. This brings back old memories, guys. You know, when I first moved to Florida and I opened my hobby shop back in like '83, um, you know, this was a hot ticket. You know, these Tamiya cars, and then shortly after, Team Associated and Losi started coming out with these really nice. And I have an RC10 car, um, still in the box. You know, and it's built like this. Same thing. Everything's in pieces. You got to put it all together. You know, it's not a ready to go like this. Um, you know, the body's not painted. You got and that look at the quality of the paint job on this damn thing. This is amazing. You know, all of this detail, this fancy paint scheme and everything is all paint. The only thing that's a decal on here is the granite voltage sticker here, and the fake gas cap, the door handle. There's a little emblem here, but all of this is paint. You know, and it all comes already installed. It's already on the you know, it's all on the body. I mean, literally, this is the way it comes out of the box, exactly like this. I didn't do anything to it. It's this one. I haven't even run this one yet. I got this one at Christmas time, and I took it out of the box, but I haven't even run it yet. It's still exactly the way I took it out of the box. I think I put the batteries in the radio. Yeah, but I haven't even plugged it in and powered it up. I don't even know if it works. I haven't done it yet. But yeah, it was $85. I mean, you can't beat this for $85. You know, I had so much fun with the first one, I bought a second one. My God, the body. You know, I showed you the body that melted in my car. Just to replace the body, the clear body, was 32 or $38 just for the body. When you can buy the whole thing, car and all, batteries, radio, everything, for $85, why would you pay $32 for a body, right? So and I did buy a body, but I didn't buy the right one on purpose. It was cheaper. The 4x4, the more expensive $300 Arma, has a 4x4 different paint scheme body. Same exact body. It's the exact same body. And the mounting holes are in the exact same place. But it was actually cheaper. So I bought that one because it was cheaper. And I like the paint scheme on it, but it does say 4x4 on it. And this is a two-wheel drive vehicle, but I don't care. I needed to replace the body because it was melted, and I think that body was $29. You know, 29 or... And they were all out of these, you know, the bodies for this, so I couldn't get one of these anyway, but, you know, like I said, the paint scheme on the one I bought is really cool. I like it. So, and since it was the exact same body and the body holes were all exactly the same, you know, what the heck? Why not? So that's what I put on the other one to replace the body that melted in my car. So that's just a little taste of some surface stuff, guys. If you really want to get it, you know, try it out, you can't beat this deal. This Arma, you know, for under $100, everything you need's in the box. Is a great way to get your feet wet, and then you can decide whether you think it's fun enough to, you know, blow a lot of money on it, or okay, this is good enough and I'm all right. I don't have the funds to get heavy back into the car shit again. I just not right now. But if things change, if I get a good job again, maybe that'll change. But right now, we're gonna be very frugal. Okay, I'm gonna be damn cheap. Because that's just how I have to roll right now, guys. Gotta pinch my pennies. Alright, so I'm gonna get out of here, guys. We're gonna go get Dave's show. And we'll keep talking there. We'll have some fun. So thanks for coming. Appreciate you stepping in. It was good to see y'all. Alan, thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate the backing from you. It means a lot, really. Thank you. And Horizon Hobby or Tower Hobby, either one. It's their brand. The Arma brand is their brand. So go to Horizon Hobby or Tower Hobby and look up. Now there's going to be a whole bunch of different trucks that look exactly like this, but they're going to be $300, $400, $500. Okay, they're going to look just like this, different paint scheme. If you want the $85 one, it's probably $100, and I think it's $99 normally. And then they always run it on sale for $85, $75. I think they even had it for an hour. I think Tower had it for an hour at $65. All right, I'll have fun playing with my Willy. So, yeah, just go to Horizon Hobby and look through the whole Arma line, and you'll find there's 3 versions of this, 3 different color schemes. It's the exact same truck. They just have 3 different color schemes on the body. So you have a couple choices there. This one's mostly blue with some red. Then they have it red with some blue, and then they have a like electric blue and red body that's really cool looking, very bright. And so those are the 3 different schemes you can get. But the rest of it's all exactly the same, and they're all the same price. You know, they're all $99 or whatever they are. But there's 3 different ones, and they might be out of stock of one of the colors. If you're not really that, you know, critical on the color, you probably could get one of the 3 anyway. So, all right, guys, let's get out of here. Let's go over to Dave's show. Thanks for coming, and we'll catch you all over at Dave's show. So we'll see you there. Bye.